So then we got involved, went down to Pennsylvania. We went to the New Milford United Methodist Church, and we had the central van. We pull in the back of the church, and we walked in the door, and both of us just looked at it, and we said, it's not going to work. They had probably an area twice the size of the set we're sitting in, full of shoe boxes and clothes.
Oh, wow.
So we ended up driving all the way back to, because we had arrangements with Penske to get a truck. So we picked the truck up, went back down. We filled probably a quarter of the truck or more
from one little church.
And it's like,
yeah,
so people really feel, it's a project people can get their teeth into. They know what it's going for. And it was just, and talking to people, and at New Milford, there was a gentleman who said he had been down there, probably late 80s. He said, I went down there and did a mission project. I know the need. And he says, I will do whatever. And he wrote me a check right there to help cover fuel and stuff. And I think it was for like $100. And it's like, it just blew my mind away. People can be so generous, but they've gone down there, they see the need, and they know that we have to do something. So
now my guest today is Dave Alexander, and we've been talking about the Redbird mission and their shoebox project. So let's talk a little bit about what goes into a shoebox.
Okay.
We have one right here.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
I don't know. One of the things in the past, they used to do just a regular cardboard shoebox. Mm-hmm. And we found, talking with Tracy Nolan down there, is that the people have nothing to store things. I mean, after they take the stuff out and say they want to put something in and keep it dry. So we started looking into getting these locking boxes.
Right.
So that was kind of they can take, after it's done, put stuff in, lock, put the lids on, lock it. But we actually, in the shoe boxes, we pack items for either adult male, female, and youth. Mm-hmm. So within this, you'll find, this happens to be, socks, scarf, gloves. There's a hairbrush, shampoo, deodorant, toothbrush, chapsticks, bars of soap, washcloth, razor, shaving cream.
It's pretty impressive how much you can actually get into that.
It's amazing, what you can stuff into it's a 7-quart box, and you can get all that stuff in it. Now, we're kind of lucky in our area. You can go to the dollar store and pretty well buy everything for $15 to put in a shoebox.
Right.
So,
but for them, it's 2-hour drive to just get to.
There is no. Believe me, when we went to drop the truck off after the 2-hour drive, there was no dollar store. We found one grocery store, one drugstore, a few gas stations. It was a farming area. I think there was one restaurant. So it's like, you're not going to, do you drive that far to buy a few things, or do you go without, I guess? So last year we had 1,400 of these on the truck.
All right.
Which was just totally amazing. We learned a few things, because initially we were just packing the shoe boxes in alone. So we had a few, when we started unpacking, were cracked from the weight of being piled up. So we're trying to get boxes and putting the shoe boxes in cardboard boxes so they can store better and everything. So we're kind of working on that. We've already, on Sunday, someone dropped off, I think 50 shoe boxes to us that we're storing. And we've kind of, when it got opened up to the Upper New York, each district within Upper New York has a central point where people are supposed to bring stuff to, because there's no way we can drive to every church. It would take us forever. So we put a deadline out there of November 14th for people to try to have all their shoe boxes ready. Hopefully they're going to send us an email or call me and say, well, this is what we have. How many or what else? because we have borrowed the central van. We'll this time take the seats out, but we also have made arrangements for a 16-foot truck. So if we have a need, we can, decide what vehicle we have to go. And we're trying to map out so we can do. We've got 16 areas in New York State that we'll have to go to. So we're hoping to do 2 a day, possibly. I mean, we're going all the way up to Watertown, out toward Buffalo. I mean, it's not like a 2-hour drive.
Right.
So
that's a 3-hour drive there.
Yeah, well, it's going to be 6 hours round trip, basically.
Right. Exactly.
So
it's going to add a lot of time to your drive.
Right. So we're trying to, plan this all out. I wish I brought the map. The other gentleman that's going with me, he's taken a map of New York State, and he's got little tags on it with all the places.
Right.
So we're trying to figure out what's the best place to go and get everybody at the same time. So then we're going to come back. We're storing them at our church. Our church, Enville United Methodist, has now taken this on as a mission of the church. And that's in a way helped me because they're allowing me to store everything we collect at the church.
Right.
So we'll pick up everything, we'll take it back, store it at the church, and then we'll pick up the 26-foot truck, and we'll get a bunch of people come and load the truck up. Now, while we're this year, we're not going right after Thanksgiving. We're going to go, we're going to try to be there December 7th.
Okay.
The lady down there, when we took everything in the Monday after Thanksgiving, we had to put it in a whole different part of the building, and they had to move it 2 times to get it to where it finally had to go. And so she said if we could wait a week, then we could actually bring everything in and put it where they want to distribute it. So we said, okay, well, I mean, fingers crossed, weather's going to be good.
Now, in our remaining moments, we're going to have to talk a little bit about how people can get involved with the Shoebox project.
It's I look at it. It's not just United Methodist Church. Any church that would like to be involved,
right? You
can be involved in this. You can get on the website, the Redbird Mission. They have their whole story. It'll tell you about the stuff. Or you can call the Enville United Methodist Church, and I'm willing to talk to you and give you my email address and help you out. I mean, we're looking for anybody that would like to participate in this. The other thing, we're also looking for monetary donations to help cover the cost of the fuel, the truck rental. We have a little seed money from last year that we decided to set aside so we could pay for the first truck, because it cost us, I think, $1,500 for the truck that we took last year. So, and then we have lodging going down and everything. So we're trying to make sure that we can cover our bills somewhat.
Right.
So we're working on that. So anybody any church that would like to be involved, you're more than welcome to call. If you call Enville United Methodist Church, they'll get in touch with me. I'll get back with you, help you set up whatever you need to know. I know that we now have 3 or 4 churches that aren't going to be ready until November 20th, so we have plenty of time, even though we said that November 14th was the deadline. It's going to be stretched out a little bit just to accommodate everybody. So,
well, thank you, Dave. And this is an important project that you all are working on, helping a lot of people through this. It's a great way to return thanks, don't you think?
I'd say yes, and you were telling me earlier your church is actually doing that too. So
yeah, and Sanitarius Springs United Methodist Church. What gets me about these congregations is that many of them are in very poor areas themselves, but this gives them the ability to return thanks in a really big way. And I want to thank you for that, and thank you for the work that you're doing. Thank you, friends, for watching us on Encounter today. Have a great day.